And he bizarrely asserted that these regions are no longer part of Ukraine and their sovereign territory. To put it simply, Russia just announced that it is carving out a big chunk of Ukraine. Last night, Putin authorized Russian forces to deploy into these regions. Today, he asserted that these regions are actually extend deeper than the two areas he recognized, claiming large areas currently under the jurisdiction of the Ukraine government. Who in the Lord's name does Putin think gives him the right to declare new so-called countries on territory that belong to his neighbors? This is a flagrant violation of international law and demands a firm response from the international community.
A lot of people running and being refugees, pouring their things out into a refugee camp, and they were looking for food, opening cans and eating old soup and whatever. It was such a situation.
Europe is experiencing the fastest growing refugee crisis since World War II. According to the UN, 2 million refugees have left the country, and a spokesperson for UNICEF says that includes 1 million children.
As the Russian invasion intensifies in Ukraine, more than 2 million refugees have now fled the country, according to the United Nations. Ukrainian officials say humanitarian corridors have now opened to evacuate civilians from 5 key cities.
Civilians in Ukraine are desperate to flee the violence, with hundreds killed and hundreds more injured. Nearly 2 million refugees have now crossed the border, almost half of them children.
Hundreds of people took shelter in a subway, really making it a makeshift bomb shelter, taking shelter from those explosions. The Red Cross and the UN's refugee agency saying that they are prepared to help the people trying to flee.
Arriving in neighboring countries with little more than a suitcase. In Romania, in Moldova, where they've built a tent city, women and children finally safe with a warm meal, a place to rest. But as the waves of refugees keep coming, a flood of kindness. Hundreds of volunteers handing out soup, offering rides, and a place to stay.
Take a look at this video of people appearing to pack what they can, leave via bus, train, or car.
In their thousands, they descended on the central railway station, trying to get seats on any train heading south. Guards firing into the air, trying to maintain order. It rarely works with people already traumatized. It was chaotic and desperate, but that is what it's like here now. The fear of the unknown is what's so difficult for the people. Ukraine is holding its breath while the world watches on.
Neighboring countries, Hungary, Poland, Slovakia, Germany, Romania, the Czech Republic, they are all prepared to help those refugees.
A lot of people running and being refugees, pouring their things out into a refugee camp, and they were looking for food, opening cans and eating old soup and whatever. It was such a situation. Opening cans and eating old soup and whatever. It was such a situation.
Hundreds of volunteers handing out soup.
Ukraine says more than 2,000 civilians are confirmed dead, though the real toll could be much higher and only the beginning.
Messiah is coming, blessed people. May you be wise. May your wisdom not fail you on this one. Because remember, eternity is a very long time. Life on this earth is being dismantled. On every occasion when I come before you and speak, you the nations of the earth, you should rush and repent. Run and kneel down and repent and receive Christ and be holy and prepare. Life on the earth, essentially, the Lord is saying He has brought the entire earth under the jurisdiction of the words of the tongue of His two prophets. That is very clear now. This should cause you to take gravity at my words and begin to repent and prepare for the coming of the Messiah. Everything that needs to be spoken, everything that ought to be spoken in preparing the way for the glorious coming of the Messiah, I have spoken. And I've been faithful to speak exactly as God the Father has instructed. May those who have ears repent and prepare the way for the coming of the Messiah. Thank you. Thank you indeed. The Lord bless you.
That has never taken place above the earth.
और पृथ्वी में कभी ऐसी भयंकर बातें नहीं हुई होगी तब जब वो टकराएगा दूसरा चांद तब ये होगा.
And I see the particles are breaking off and sparks and a lot of gases and some bluish flame.
It's one of the most violent events in the entire cosmos. The collision of two neutron stars.
A violent cosmic crash in a distant galaxy.
For the first time ever, scientists have seen the spectacular collision of two neutron stars.
Now take a look at this. The moment two neutron stars collided, sending ripples called gravitational waves through the fabric of the universe.
There is going to be a mighty spectacular event in heaven.
स्वर्ग में आकाश में एक ऐसा घटना होगी, एक ऐसा दृश्य होगा जिसे सभी लोग देखेंगे.
The God of heaven is going to show the wonders in heaven.
और स्वर्ग का परमेश्वर स्वर्ग से महान अद्भुत चिन्ह दिखाएगा.
He is going to shake the heavens.
और वो स्वर्ग को हिलाएगा.
And then at one point they overlap.
और फिर एक ऐसा समय मैंने देखा कि वो दोनों एक दूसरे के आगे पीछे आ जाती हैं.
I see many nations gathered watching it.
और मैंने देखा कि कई देश में ये सब दिखाई देगा.
One of them leaves and begin to move towards the left side of the sky.
और तब मैंने देखा कि उन जो एक आगे पीछे थी उनमें से एक चीज जो है वो आकाश में बाईं ओर हटने लगी.
And then the other one begins to follow it.
और तब जो दूसरी चीज थी वो उसके पीछे पीछे चलने लगी.
But what is amazing about it?
लेकिन इसके बारे में जो अद्भुत बात थी वो ये थी.
The one that is following the other.
लेकिन तब जो पीछे वाला जो आगे वाले के पीछे चल रहा था.
Will collide with the other one.
और वो भी उसी जगह पे वैसे ही करेगा लेकिन वो दूसरे से जाके टकरा जाएगा.
There is going to be a tremendous historic collision in the sky here.
और यहाँ पे आकाश में ग्रहों का एक बहुत ही बड़ा टकराव होगा.
It is an event that has never been seen since the earth was created.
और ये एक ऐसी घटना होगी जब से पृथ्वी बनी है तब से किसी ने भी ये बात देखी नहीं है.
Does that and comes to position.
और मैंने देखा जो आगे वाला ग्रह है वो थोड़ा नीचे आके फिर अपने ही जगह पे चलने लगता है.
It meets what looks like a bubble and it does this.
उस तरह से उसमें थोड़ा सा इस तरह की कंपन आ जाती है.
Just like a plane meets a bubble and then
जिस तरह से हवाई जहाज चलते चलते थोड़ा सा नीचे हो जाता है.
And then what comes out of there is like sparks.
और तब उनके टकराव से जो बाहर आया वो चिंगारियां जैसी मैंने देखी.
Bluish flames and sparks and smoke and some like radiation.
और फिर जो है नीले रंग का जो है प्रकाश या चमकना या फिर इस तरह से जो है किरणों के जैसी उसमें से निकली.
The particles, some of them are coming to fall on the earth.
क्योंकि वो जो टकराव से कुछ टुकड़े जो हैं वो पृथ्वी की ओर आ रहे थे.
It's a mighty, tremendous event. The wonders in heaven, the wonders on earth.
कि आकाश में अद्भुत चिन्ह और पृथ्वी पर अद्भुत चिन्ह दिखाई देंगे.
Those are events that should signal to the church that the Messiah is about to come.
और ये जो घटनाएं होगी कलीसिया के लिए वो निशानी होगी कि वो मसीहा आने वाला है.
And the Lord spoke with me this morning.
और आज की सुबह में परमेश्वर ने मुझसे बातें की.
This is what is coming to the earth.
और यही बातें हैं जो हमारी जमीन पर होने वाली हैं.
That he may fulfill what is written in Joel.
और योएल की पुस्तक में जो लिखा है उसको वो पूरा करेगा.
And also Matthew 24.
और मत्ती की किताब 24वें अध्याय में.
And Luke chapter 21.
और लूका की पुस्तक उसके 21वें अध्याय में.
He is going to shake the heavens.
और वो जो है स्वर्ग को हिलाएगा.
The Lord, the God of Israel.
वो परमेश्वर जो इज़राइल का प्रभु है.
He is going to shake the heavens above the earth.
और वो स्वर्ग और हमारे जमीन को हिलाने वाला है.
And this is what is coming to happen.
और यही बातें हैं जो होने वाली हैं.
And they will be moving one following the other.
और आप ये भी देखोगे कि एक जो है दूसरे का पीछा कर रहा है.
And then one of them leaps above the sky from the right hand side towards the left hand side.
और मैंने देखा कि एक चांद जो है वो दाईं तरफ से बाईं ओर बढ़ रहा था.
And he is moving across the sky.
जो है पार करता हुआ गुजर रहा था.
And the second is following it very fast.
तेजी से बढ़ रहा था.
And I see them overlap like an eclipse.
और फिर मैंने जो है उसको इस प्रकार से देखा.
I see they overlap like an eclipse, and they will be moving one following the other.
और आप ये भी देखोगे कि एक जो है दूसरे का पीछा कर रहा है.
And when the second one reaches that spot,
और जो दूसरा जो उसको पीछे चल रहा है जब वो उस जगह पर आएगा,
it will knock the first one.
और वो भी झटका जरूर खाएगा, लेकिन जो पहले चांद बढ़ गया है उसको टक्कर मारेगा.
It will be the most tremendous collision that has ever taken place above the earth.
और पृथ्वी में कभी ऐसी भयंकर बातें नहीं हुई होगी तब जब वो टकराएगा दूसरा चांद.
Will reach what looks like an air bubble and do like this.
और
an air bubble, as if a plane meets an air bubble.
और पहला वाला जो चांद है मानो झटका जैसे हम लेते हैं हवाई जहाज में झटका आता है, ऐसे वो अचानक से गिरकर जो है चलने वाला है.
So it will do boom and then move to one position here.
और जैसे वो चलते हुए झटका लेकर दूसरी दिशा में जब बढ़ेगा.
And I see the particles are breaking off and sparks and a lot of gases and some bluish flames.
और फिर जब ये टकराएगा मानो उसकी जो चिंगारियां हैं नीले कलर के आग के समान हमारे जमीन पर आएंगी.
And many people will be astonished all over the earth.
और फिर सारे जो पृथ्वी पर रहने वाले लोग हैं उससे प्रभावित हुए.
Many people will be astonished all over the earth.
And they caused the entire universe to wobble in a very, very dreadful way. Precious people, the two most glorified messengers of the Lord God Yahweh will be coming to us live here on Jesus is Lord Radio. Wasikilizaji wapendwa mahali popote mlipo,
तब जब वो टकराएगा दूसरा चांद तब ये होगा.
It will be a tremendous state of fear.
और ऐसी मानव दशा हो जाएगी कि सबके अंदर डर आ जाएगा.
The God of heaven is going to shake
be on standby now, because any moment now,
जो स्वर्ग का
the
परमेश्वर
two
है,
mightiest, most dreadful prophets of the Lord